Alright folks, welcome back to Can of Wormholes. We are in the Death Worm and we are going to be solving some puzzles here. No idea if it's basically just like super difficult puzzles. That's kind of what I'd expect for like an extra secret worm that's kind of beyond the ending, but then maybe there's like, this game does have a habit of like introducing new mechanics, or like, not introducing, but revealing new mechanics with every world, so it's possible, I guess. Yeah, we sent all the rockets, we have all of our legs, look at our beautiful legs, don't we look lovely? And yeah, we gotta get working here. So we're only at 78% though. My completion is 78%, like none of the... Wait, yeah, well none of the like setting up wires counts towards progress at all. Solving the rocket puzzles did, but only like one puzzle's worth of, you know, the percentage. So, I don't know where the remaining 22% is. Is it all in here? That would be surprising, but we'll see, I guess. Is there another meta worm? Okay, 8-1. Okay, I'm a worm. How unusual. I'm a worm. Okay, perfect. I'm a black worm here. Okay, and you have to get over... Well, we both have to get over, but yes, I can get over quite easily. You cannot. If I just get on you, and then like... In fact, yeah, well if I get on you here... Roll... Oh, but I can't get off at the next bit. Okay. I mean, this gap's obviously way too big to do that. There is a fence. There's a fence. Is it relevant that it's a fence? Like, are we cutting or are we lifting? No, because we don't have any pellets to eat. So we're not, well, we're not breaking the fence or lifting. No pellets to eat. Cutting is unlikely. We have to roll onto it, but there's a wall on either side of it. So yeah, cutting's impossible. Okay, what are we doing? What could we be doing here? I guess I can now roll to here. Go down to the floor. Perfect. Lovely. Why am I white now? That's weird. I guess they do change colour, and normally they go darker. So maybe that's just the weird thing here is... we go lighter when we fall off. I wouldn't be able to get on this from the other side. Cannot cross here. That's exactly too far. Can't go through the fence, obviously. Okay. Can I flip this in any other way? Like, I can get onto that middle bit. Oh no, I can't roll on it because it's not a... There's just corners on each side. I could put this here. Yeah, I can't roll on that bit. Okay. Rolling this vertically doesn't do anything. It's just the same shape. Like, I guess I'm just thinking, like, in theory, there's a way I could roll across this gap if I could get to that position. So that would be me. That would mean rolling from that position, which would mean rolling from this position. Maybe that's all it is. Like this, this. Yeah, that's all this is, isn't it? Okay. Then like that. Then we get off and push that north somehow. We're so close. Oh, no. We're so close. Go on this. We can't roll it. Oh, push it down again? Oh, I was just thinking like maybe we go back around or something, but no, that doesn't make sense. Wait, how does this go further? Wait, what was the last move I made that made progress here? That one. And yeah, so I'd have to roll it on that side. I'd have to get around the other side of it to actually go anywhere though. It's like push it any further. on. Hold on. Am I being silly? I don't think I'm being silly. There's just no way of pushing that north. Just trying random little moves just in case something weird happens. This game does have a habit of making weird things happen in strange circumstances. I guess I can get on the other side and roll. No, that's how I got here, right? Yeah. So then I got on this side, and then, yeah, but roll that way. Great. Okay, how do I get out of here? It's not like I could have broken that fence. I can push you back down, but then also can't get to the other side of you. I can push you even further, but then you fall in the hole, and then you're not coming back. Is there some reason it's okay for you to fall? That would be an interesting mechanic. But no, there's definitely no way that's fine. Why does this side even exist? That is kind of weird, isn't it? Why does that side even exist? Nothing would ever be able to get over there because it's a full-on gap. Without, like, this going down there. Then I'd be able to cross. Great. But I could have crossed anyway, just on the other side. I can't flip this the other way. I can get on this. Can't rotate from there. Was I a turn away? Was I a turn away at this point? At this point. Or is there something else I can do? Because I can't roll sideways ever. Like, clearly that space is for that reason, right? That's too perfect. Am I being silly about what I can do here? I just can't cross back. Am I going to discover something new? What is the purpose of this side? If I can't possibly cross it without something being in there. Doesn't mean anything to do that. I get crushed, sure. It's very dark in this place. You get there. Oh, I can just roll it from there, can't I? Can I? Yes, I can. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. I think the expectation that there might be something weird being taught to me was a slight distraction from the fact there wasn't, and I just had to do something simple. But it's really on me that I didn't see that. Oh dear. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. This goes this way. Okay. Wait. So we're inside this and we want to get in there ultimately. So we want to cut out of this. Is there any chance we'd roll around on this? No. Not from here, certainly. Okay, so this is about maneuvering this thing without getting stuck, but I can't back up ever, right? That is interesting. Is there a reason I want to go backwards? But yeah, because I'm not long enough to get around that corner, I can never roll in any direction here. Okay, so what else? Oh, okay, I can back up like that. Okay, cool. Just stay in this corner, basically. That's neat. That's a cool little setup. I might want to go higher up. That was not high enough up, but I can't go any further. Okay, so that must be as far as I go. Then maybe I just... How's this gonna end? Because I can't get down at this point. I guess I could go that way, but then I can't move that way at all. Yeah, I'm still just as stuck if I do that. Okay. What's the next move then? So I can't go further up this way, I'll fall. Therefore I must, if I'm going to be going this way, do that. That's probably useful. Somehow. Is it? Maybe if I'd done that slightly earlier, like now? Yes. Yay, I'm free! Okay, that's a cute little level. Those are both cute little levels. So I'm not sure there is a theme to this area or like a new mechanic. It's just like other cute little gimmicky things. Like I guess like every level in this game is like a gimmick level. I'm not saying gimmick in a negative way. I mean in a, like I really like gimmick puzzles that have like a little quirky thing they're trying to, like a quirky setup for a puzzle. So there's a huge gap here. It's 3 too long. There are 2 things to eat. We need a 2 wide worm, which I presume is going to have to be me, because the others are all vertical. Except in theory we could cut this one, but it's never coming out there, is it? Of course it's not. That is very much the setup for a being a singular ringworm thing. Ringworm. A wormhole. And going across this and ending up on something on the other side, I guess? Really? I'm kind of curious what happens if I do... Oh, nothing weird. It's totally normal. Because obviously I can't go over this unless I become the ring. And what happens if I pop off... Like, I can't pop off the other side of it, can I? Without there being something to go onto, I believe. Once you're a ring, you're a ring. Until you go onto a pellet, and then you can become a new worm, right? So maybe that's the idea. I just want to get that pellet there, but how's that going to happen without me going through? Maybe I go through. I can go up in the air. Is that relevant? Oh, and I can, in theory, roll into that? Or not? But that might make sense. And I push the vertical one that's at the top into the hole. I come back. That feels good. I like that. Just how do I make it happen? So, okay, so let's say I am going up in the air using this, which is the perfect distance right now. And I want to rotate and end up in there. How do I see that happening? Well, this would have to be one further over, right? To the left, the one that I'm rolling on. Because otherwise my tail ends up in the wrong place. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely doing nothing with this worm right now. It's just these 2. We could get on... Ooh, we could get on you and then eat that. So we extend up in the air while we're on this. That's cool. And then we can like roll. We can roll into. Ooh, can we? Oh, then push it, then get on it, and then with the right length to then with the right length to roll. Then we go up. Then we go over. This is cool. Then we push this into position. Then we push this into position. Then we go over and we do what? Oh, that's not even in position. Okay. This is definitely a... Okay. This is definitely a become a wormhole puzzle. How do I do it from this position though? I'd have to like... Oh, maybe it is possible. What, from this? But this is against the wall. Could I have stopped it from being... Oh, hold on. Can I just like... No, I can't end up being too long. Also, those are in the way to get back to the other side. I'm definitely becoming a wormhole and going across. I think I probably could have saved... Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. If I keep backing up at this point... no. No, if I keep backing up, that happens. Can I stop you from being against the wall? I don't know if I can. Okay. I could cut something now, if that would be useful. But no, I need to go to the other side, clearly. I think I'm missing something obvious again. This is not meant to be the tricky part, is it? Come back across. That has to be why that's like that. And then I'm the perfect length to cross. And somehow I become a ring. So what's the requirement to become a ring? It's I'm like on the thing and I get cut. It's not going to happen while it's over there though, right? It has to be like adjacent to the fence. Yeah, the thing that I'm rolling around on needs to be adjacent to the fence. Okay. So that can't be there? But clearly everything I just did was good, right? Although I can be the right length like that, oh no, but I can't roll until I back up, but then I'm too long. Could I shorten myself? Like, what if I shorten myself first? Like that. Then do... But then I don't extend. This is definitely not getting any better. Okay, I'm just back in the same position, right? Like, this is clearly relevant. The fact that I have to pop off and then put it like that, or do I do something else there? But then you're stuck. There's no other fence to cut on. It has to be that one. I can't drop back down until I've set up the stuff over here. Like, I'm clearly going over that worm as a ring because that's what that setup means. That worm's not going anywhere specifically for that purpose. So, and then to become a worm afterwards, I'd have to grab that, and I would be exactly the right length. That'd be 2. So clearly that goes there. Clearly this is to bridge back, right? This is to bridge back. Why is it as long as it is? Yeah, I don't know. Is there something I can do? Ah, yes, that's exactly what I need. Then we bring you across, put you there. Perfect. Cool. I figured it out. Yay. Here we go. These are cool. I do love the puzzles in this game. They are excellent. This looks like a tiny one. It looks like a break out of the fence one, right? Okay, so I'm in the 5 long. I want to be 4 long. Ugh. Ugh. There we go, I'm 4 long. Perfect. So I want to... Okay, so if I'm breaking out, which I am... Yes. Yes. Then I need a pellet inside. What would that take? That's a pellet outside. Oh, what would that take? Is that even possible? What am I trying to do here? Like this, I think? There's a pellet inside. Great. It's not in a great position, but I guess I could flip things around in theory. So at this point, if you were there, I did this. Okay, I think we got it. And 3 long is what I need. Okay, just flip it around. Flip it around. Same thing, flipped around. Cool. There you go. Here, and then here, and then I do this. Put you back there. Then do this. Through we go, and we're out. Neat. Sweet. I wonder how many puzzles we have in this place. Okay, this is just a very long puzzle. Is that the gimmick here? Looks like that's the gimmick. Oh gosh, what a weird setup. So at the end we need a 4 long. Which I guess is going to be me. Oh, whoa. What even is this? Like I can now like push stuff off. Can I get around stuff? Yes. But not this bit. No. This is... Oh, I don't know. I was going to say this doesn't seem incredibly difficult, but maybe I'm changing my mind. What am I thinking? Like, if I got another one of those over and pushed it down... Oh, in fact, it could just be... no, let's do it with you. So, actually, we go back to the other side of this, push that one over. Can we push that one in? I think so. Oh, maybe not. I think I wanted to let... Okay, I think we want to do this. Then go eat you. And we do want to be 4 long, so maybe I just eat you now. Yeah, maybe we send this in like here somewhere. Maybe not right here, but like... one more there. So we can do this. Then get around here. Perfect, okay. Simple enough. Through we go. Oh, well, through we go. Are the worms changing colours? Or are they just that colour before I go in? There's now a yellow worm. Do they normally change colour? Oh, isn't it normally just the colour of my... the ring that I send in? So that's yellow. Becomes yellow, but that's not a great test because it was previously yellow. Black. I don't remember having black worms before. Isn't that different? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Okay, what is this? What is this? There's a thing to eat over there. There are no fences. We have 3 long here, which could just be you. And then I end up in here after I've grown by eating this. Okay, that makes sense. So the problem is this being in the way, I guess. Well, I can just do this. Perfect. And then I eat this, and then I get out of here. Okay, that's the issue. I can't get out of here. Alright. So this is about getting these 2 things past each other, maybe? If I go along here now... Hold on, what if I bring this down here? This feels like a bad idea, doesn't it? Yeah, I think. What I was wondering about is this move. Well, is it good? It's not really good, is it? I feel like I actually want to put this inside that. This feels like it's a container for that other piece. However, oh, no, I can do that like that. That's fine. Okay, so let's push everything along one and do that same thing and back up. Okay. Then do this up to here, and we get on that side of that. Oh no, okay, we can't get on that now. So one less. Do we get on the middle one? And then slide off again? Yeah, that's fine. Let's get on there. Slide off again. Push this along, and we're done. Hey! Neat. Very cute. Into this one. Wait, this looks like I just pushed the three things into the three things. Oh, right, the issue is getting it past them. Interesting. And if they go against the edge, how are we getting them back? I wouldn't be able to get to the other side of that without one of the others being in there, in the void, but then that would be bad. Okay, so how else do they get past? Not like that. How is this gonna work? Like, I can in theory get like this across the first one by doing this. Sure, now it's here. Which isn't great because I'm not long enough to pull it back. Yo. Okay. Other side? Doesn't make a difference, does it? Doesn't make a difference whether I'm on it fully either. So I also can't back off the thing. There's no fence to cut anything. Ha! This is a weird one. How could this work? Can I slide things like 3 spaces at a time? Is that something that can happen magically? Not with this setup. I'm not even sure with any setup. Except maybe like when I eat a pellet and I extend multiple spaces. I'm not sure how that would work with pushing something over a hole. But yeah, okay, so I can roll something over if I'm on it. It doesn't have to be against the wall, but for it to not be against the wall, it has to be pushed against something else. Which has to be one of the other worms, which is now against the wall. Huh? Oh wait, the 2 doesn't have to go. I can be the 2. Oh, that's sneaky. I see. That is so sneaky. So you're the backstop for the 3. I understand. I understand. Okay. You're the backstop for the 3. That is so sneaky. It's just the way the level is set up is to stop you from thinking about that. I'm not done though, am I? But the other one can go in the floor. Yep. Okay. I am done. Do that. Bring this back. Very sneaky. Neat. Should we try for one more? Let's try for one more. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we've done 7 here. Pretty neat. Right, it keeps going after this. Let's try this one. Lots of dead worms on the floor. Okay, so this is about rotating you, I guess. Unless there's some trickery going on. Trickery in this game? No. No way. Okay, I think I want to not push you upwards. Otherwise you're then stuck. So we're like rotating you in this. We're using this as a way of stopping it from moving or something. I don't exactly know what I'm saying right now, but I'm saying something. And I probably want... Do I want you against the wall or not against the wall? I'm not sure yet. So we're just going to do this. Not put it against the wall yet. Push you that way, push you this way, push you that way. Maybe that's okay? It doesn't feel amazing, does it? In fact, it doesn't feel amazing being over there at all. How else is this going to work though? Like bring this back to the left already? Oh, can I? I mean, maybe we're okay doing something like that. So what do we actually need to do this? We need to rotate it twice. Oh, interestingly, so that... Yeah, if I did this on the row below, I could actually twist this like this. That's interesting. Okay. So can I... Yeah, can I just get these past each other? That would help a lot. Let's not push you all the way to the edge like I have done. In fact, I can bring you back now. It's fine. Okay. However, maybe I want to bring you away first. That's still recoverable. You come here. Now I can't get past. That's fine. That's still recoverable. However, can I get this over there? Do I need to? Because I can just bring this way. That feels good. Okay. Then we put you here and do this. Roll. Okay, cool. That's good. Now flip the other way. So what's the backstop going to be for you? In this case, unless we flip this thing over? No, we can't flip this thing over. How are we going to rotate you that way? Like I have to get on this end of this. How? We can't rotate this other thing around, this big piece. Except like that. But this is the same shape. What would allow me to get on the end of this? Oh, unless we do that first. Ah. Okay. Alright, so... but I also don't want this to go against the edge, do I? But I also don't want the other ones... I don't want either of them to go against the wall. Because then I can't recover them. As far as I can tell. Is it absolutely impossible to recover them if I put them against the wall? I think so. Unless you're flipped, which I just did. But then if you're flipped, then I can't get on you the way I need to get on you. Okay. Yeah, I don't want you to be against the wall, do I? Let's just do it. Let's put you against the wall, and then we'll see what happens. Pretty sure this is bad, though. Are you stuck? Well, I guess I can bring this way. Well, it doesn't actually work, does it? Yep. Bring you this way. Bring you right. Up. No. I can't bring you any further right, because that pushes... No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. But I can't get past here. But I can do this. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Can I rotate this now and get off it? No. Bring it further. Okay. In fact, let's do it there. That's fine. That'll do. Okay, let's flip like that. Then flip it the other way. Which I don't think I can do with that being against the wall. Or am I wrong? Where would it happen? It can't happen here, right? No. Right at the edge? It's interesting that I can flip that back over that like this, if I want to. It's not right at the edge, okay. That is. Okay. Sure, it's flipped. It's the right way around. Can I get it back? I think I can. Yes, I can. Yay! Cool. Very neat. Alright, that was my one more. Who knows how many remain? At least this one remains. Looks like it could be fun. Some like maze stuff going on. Oh, it looks like it's about rotating again. Alright. Cool. So this is like a nice area of just a kind of mishmash of different ideas that could have come up earlier in the game, but I guess they've just been saved for later. Neato. Alright. Oh yeah, look, we've got an 8th thing on the scoreboard as well. Oh. 24? I guess that's where my percentages come from. Holy moly, this is a big snake. Worm, metal worm thing. Anyway, cool. See you next time. We will continue. I guess we're a third of the way through. That's not bad going. See you next time for the remaining 2/3. We're going to get it all done next time. Absolutely. Goodbye.